For the 100% cheapest coins on the internet with reliable delivery and quick customer support, check out my sponsor MMOEXP by clicking the link at the top of the description and use code SWIFT at checkout for 5% off. Salsa family, and today I'm coming back at you guys with another Madden 22 video on the channel, and in today's video we're going to be going over the best coin making methods in this game. And honestly boys, the channel's been kinda tanking recently. I think there's one way to fix that though.
Stop the cap.
Enough messing around, let's get into today's video boys. We're going to start it off right here with an ultimate kickoff coin making method. And sadly, like I said before, as we get into this video, the channel hasn't been doing amazing, so if you could drop a like on this video, that would help me out so very much. If any of the stuff that I posted throughout all of Madden 22 has been able to help you, please be sure to drop a like on the video, helps me out so very much. I'm definitely going to continue working on my content, trying to make it higher quality for you guys, but your guys' support is literally the lifeblood of the channel. When you guys are commenting and liking the videos, that helps me out so very much. But without further ado, let's get straight into this one. Alright, now as you guys can see, I'm just slowly scrolling through the ultimate kickoff sets. If that isn't foreshadowing enough, I don't know what is. As you guys can probably tell, we are going to be ripping through a couple of these sets in the video, and we're going to be making some easy profit off of these 8-8 overall sets right here. Now, the way I want to explain this method is kind of going to be working backwards. We're going to start it off right here by looking at the most expensive player plus power-up combinations. We're going to try and find a card that's selling for a lot, then we'll go ahead and we'll see how much we can do the set for. Now, the first card that I've had my eye on for sure is going to be this David Moore set. Now, one thing I want to mention right here that is very, very important for this method is when you guys do a set, you are going to be getting the power-up version of the player and you are getting the 88 overall card. So step number one of this method, what I want you guys to do is go into the auction block and filter through a whole bunch of these players, look up their names, calculate the price of the player plus the power-up combination, and if you find a combination in here that is selling for 135k or more, you are perfect. You can move on to step two. So David Moore, as you guys can see, 115 plus 21, that is over 135. That card would work. Eric Fisher right here, looking even better, 22k plus 124k. This card is definitely going to work. So those are just a couple of quick examples that I know are selling for a good price. What I'd recommend you guys do to try and find a card that's selling for 135k with their power up and player combined is to try and find players who just got a new power up that came into the game. So what I mean by that is you want to find an 8-8 overall card who did not have a power up before their card came into the game. If you find a card and you do someone like Jadeveon Clowney, he already had a power up, so the power up isn't selling for a crazy price. But when we compare that to someone like Eric Fisher, someone like David Moore, those cards didn't have power ups already, and that's why they're so expensive. So step number two, now we actually need to go ahead and complete the set, and I kind of penciled in a couple of numbers that you guys are going to want to hit when it comes to finding these 85s and finding these 82s, but as you can see, you need 6 players to do the set, 2 85s and 4 82s. And basically the goal of doing this is you want to try and do this set for a price of under 110k in my personal opinion. Now when it comes to these 85s, you're trying to find these cards for a price of around 32k or under. As you guys can see, John Johnson's up for 34, so a little bit out of the price range. If you get them at 32k, that's about 64k in spend on those players. Then for your 82s, you want these for around 12k or under. That's going to end up being around 48k invested. And as you guys will see, there's a lot of cards that are up right here that are right around that price point, maybe like 1,000 or 2,000 coins over it. So all you need to do is wait for someone to post up a snipe, buy those cards, and if you get them at the prices that I did just mention, you're going to be doing this set for a price of around 110k. And assuming that you guys did step number one properly and you were able to find a card that's selling for 135k with their power up and player combined, that's 122k after tax, and that's going to be the bare minimum. That's if you find 135. As you can see, Eric Fisher, I think we could probably get closer to like 145 on the players, so we'd be making even more profit. But basically, the general gist of this method is to do the set for under 110, sell off the player for over 122 after tax, and just like that, you're profitable. All I'm going to do right here is we're going to ultimate kickoff, we're filtering it down 84 to 85, and I am simply going to refresh. As you can see, there's a John Johnson up for 33. All we need is someone to post him up for 2,000 coins under. We'd buy that card, and we'll go ahead and add him to the set. We're probably going to do the Eric Fisher. That one's looking like it's the most profitable, and what I really do is I maybe take like 2 to 3 refreshes on each filter, and then I flip between the other one. I'll see you guys once I'm able to find these snipes. As you can see, our cards are just a little bit out of the price point. They're just 1k over our budget, which is actually a good sign. As you guys can see, 10.6 right here. Can we land this snipe? That would be really nice, and we are going to be landing that snipe for 10.6. And another snipe right here. Can we get this one for 11.2? That would be really, really nice. We can for 11.2. So as you can see, there's going to be quite a little bit of activity on this filter. There's going to be cards almost every single time you refresh. All you got to do is know your price points and find your snipes. We're really, really hot right here. John Johnson at 30. We're just a half a second too slow. So I'll see you guys once I have all these snipes. I'm assuming we'll be doing this for like under 110k. It's looking like the snipes are looking pretty good right now. So I'll see you guys once I have these players, and we'll move on to adding them to the set. So I got a little bit too excited and bought a couple too many players. As you guys can see, we've got a couple too many 85s. I'm going to be doing this method a couple more times off camera, and the snipes were just absolutely flowing. I found some of these cards at 30k, really, really good deals right there. I would assume that we probably just dropped like 110, maybe even a little bit more than that. We were getting some nice snipes. We're going to put these cards into the sets, and we are going to do the Eric Fisher set to get his power up and get his 88. As you guys could see before, we know these cards are selling for about 140k combined. Let's check prices and see how much profit we're making. So yeah, 20k right here for the power up. That's perfect. And then about another 120k for the 88. That is awesome. That's going to add up to like 140k. When we take off tax off of that price, that's going to bring us down to, I believe it is like 126. And that really only took me 5 minutes. So just like that, we're making about 15k in 5 minutes. And let's say, for example, I did this sniping over an hour. If we're getting these sets done in about 5 to 10 minutes every single time, you're making over like 125k every hour, which is absolutely awesome. We're going to sell off these cards, make that easy profit right now. Okay, now method number 2. This is one that I actually talked about last week. Boys, I'm cutting this method out of the video. Honestly, it's not as good as it used to be, but method number 1 is insane. I'm literally up to almost 1 million coins by doing it. I would definitely recommend you guys get on that. Now for method number 3, it's actually tough out here in these streets to find good coin making methods. Last year it was a lot easier. The trading rerolls were a lot better. These trading rerolls, they are pretty tough right now. Obviously there was that training glitch earlier in the year. The first method that I showed you guys, that one's working really well. That's going to make you a lot of coins. But the final thing to quickly talk about is get a player pack. Right now power-ups, they have definitely generally gone up in price in the market. So what I'd recommend you guys do is open this pack up. Let's say open it like 50 times. And then what I want you to do with those cards that you just pulled is I want you to upgrade every single card. So as you guys can see right here, let's see what we get. Whether it's a silver, whether it's a gold, we are going to upgrade it. As you can see, we get a silver player. So with all of my silvers, I'm simply upgrading them. Go to the add to set, put them in these upgrade sets right here. I've talked about them in many other videos in the past. You want to put them in this set. And basically all you'll do is upgrade these players until you have power up players. You don't want to put those into upgrade sets. Until you have core rookies, you don't want to put those into upgrade sets. And until you have high gold players, so 75 to 79s, upgrade until you get to that point. Once you get to that point, sell off your cards. And I guarantee you by that point, you're gonna have made coins. This is basically guaranteed right now. I would say it's working pretty nicely. And yeah, that's the third method to talk about. Honestly, it's a little bit annoying. There's not as many good coin making methods in this game. We can try and find some more on stream later tonight. I will be live playing some weekend league. Finally, I know it's been a hot minute, boys. But yeah, I would say the first method is definitely the best one. I'm gonna make some solid coins off of that. I gotta go in here and hopefully land a couple more snipes off camera because we gotta do a couple more of these sets. Definitely need some more 82s, gonna get some more 84 to 85s and try and do this as many times as I can. But yeah, that's gonna do it for me, boys. Hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. 33k for the Trey Lance, that is tempting. I should buy that. We gotta get some 82s first though. We already have some other 85s, but yeah, I'll see you guys in my stream, and until then, boys, I'm out. Peace.